Hey guys, it's a girl here. The one who started it all is back. Been a while since I've done one of these. Another dream vlog, I should say. I'm fixing my weave, let me be. So yeah, another dream vlog. It's been a while since I did one. This would be, I believe, my 16th one. Well, I've had a lot of fucking dreams. This one, I don't know where it came from. I just know it came from somewhere. And it takes the form of a runaway bride. Now, this runaway bride is not me. I am not the one who was getting married and I got cold feet, I chickened out, and I ran. No. I was not the one getting married. So, this dream sort of takes a page out of Spider-Man 2. This is the Sam Raimi Spider-Man franchise, which starred Tobey Maguire. And I'm sure a good amount of people has watched Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. And we all know the iconic scene where Mary Jane decides not to go through the wedding with her fiance. She literally leaves him at the altar and goes running in her wedding dress towards Peter Parker, the love of her life, and accepts him, knowing fully well that he is in fact Spider-Man, but she doesn't care because she wants to be with him and only him. That's it. So it took like that. But oh my god. So I don't know who the girl was. It was most definitely not Kirsten Dunst. It was most definitely not MJ, but she was a gorgeous girl who had red hair. Gorgeous red hair. Like, it wasn't bright red. It wasn't strawberry blonde or so. I don't know how to explain it. This wig, my god. Stay. Either this neck goes up or the wig goes down. I don't know. Okay. Anyways. So, a gorgeous girl, and the wedding dress that she's in is almost, how can I say, it's vintage, and it's not cheap. It wasn't a cheap looking vintage dress. Like, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't like the dress that Sandra Bullock was wearing in the movie Proposal. It wasn't like that. It was a beautiful long gown, like almost like a ballroom dress, but it was vintage, and it had the sleeve, but it wasn't see-through. It was like solid color, and it wasn't lace. Like, the bottom part was lace, the ball gown part, the poofy part was lace, but the upper torso part was some kind of material, maybe satin. I don't know exactly, but so the wedding was taking place, and it was oddly enough at the house. The house has striking resemblance to the Spellman mortuary that is in the Netflix show, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. But it was brightly colored instead of dark and dreary, and looks like it could be Halloween all year long there. And the inside was pretty beautiful. It was beautiful. It was sunny. It was light. It had a very different vibe than what you would get in the show. So, obviously, I was one of the bridesmaids, and I guess I was good friends with the bride, even though I didn't know her very well. Apparently, I was already on thin ice with the groom, so I don't know what exactly happened for me to get to that point. But perhaps I knew, as well as the bride knew, that this was wrong. So, before the ceremony can even begin, the bride had decided at the last minute to ditch the wedding. So she takes off with her dress in tow, with her dress on, and her heels, and just takes off running down the hill into the cars. Obviously, she's saying, F the wedding, I'm going to go be with the man that I really love and not just settle for someone just to settle. I see this. And the funny part is my dress, I am like in like a sort of like a fall kind of, it's a fall dress and the color's like fall, and I'm wearing, my hair is up in an updo, and I have like a flower crown around my head. So obviously I see this, and rather than go tell the groom or anyone else, I bolt right down, pursuing the bride, not to stop her from running away, not to do this. Most likely, like, okay, let me go with her because I know the groom, when he finds out, he's not going to be happy and is probably going to hunt her down. So I just need to help her buy some time and hurry down there, help her out, and do whatever it is she needs help with. So I'm hightailing it down the hill with her. And I tell her to get in the car. I drive her down, hurried up to before anyone could notice. And she's like in the front seat with like the dress, because it's a big dress. She's holding it down so she can fit. She's like looking all nervous. And I'm like, okay, where do you need me to go? Because obviously it's not here. Where do we go? What are we doing? Are you sure about this? He's not gonna be happy about this. He has a tendency to have that kind of cutthroat, hunt you down to the ends of the earth kind of personality. What are you gonna do now? But obviously she didn't care about that. She would worry about that, after, and she goes to her man's house, who is like, not that he's devastated, it's just like he's accepted it. Yeah, he's devastated, but he accepted it. And she's in with her little beautiful dress, and she goes in, and obviously he's a bit taken back. He's like, what's going on? And I'm just standing there in the doorway watching this as they, hug and kiss. And obviously it just goes to show, yeah, silence is the best way to communicate, because obviously her and her wedding dress, ditching her wedding, is a pretty crazy big thing, and I think that's enough to show someone, yeah, you're it, dude. You're it, Tyga. Yeah, that was the dream of the runaway bride. I don't know where that came about. I don't know, perhaps I was watching too many wedding videos and hearing too many runaway bride stories. Jilted lovers, people being left at the altar, who knows? But yeah. I don't know. Maybe I would get married. If I ever got married, I would probably get married in the fall. Because the fall is nice. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. And it's beautiful around fall time. But it also can rain and stuff like that. I don't know. But what can you do? Yeah. The fall wedding ended with a runaway bride. The runaway fall bride. Oh, gosh.